Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, this is your brother Samad coming to you once again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to preach his word, teach the truth unto the elect, those that are the house of faith, those that are ultimately the house of of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigners that look like different nations and speak in different tongues. Um, but nonetheless, the Spirit bear witness. So I'm coming with a quick lesson. I'm not gonna make this too long. I just wanted to, share these words, put up a few scriptures. Um, my voice, I lost my voice a little bit. It's just coming back, but even talking sometimes it doesn't help. But let's get right into it. This is we're just gonna jump right into it. This is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the ninth month bringing forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains come past her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. It says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So what are you going to do when all hell break loose? Are you going to be protected? Are you going to be covered? God damn, people can't fucking drive. Come on, bro. You see each other? Get over, bro. Relax. Slack it, bro. People in Philly are just assholes. Um, but maybe lose my train of thought. But yeah, basically, are you going to be protected in the time to come? Are you going to be protected when all hell break loose during the time of Jacob's trouble, pursuant to Daniel 12:1, and as well as Jeremiah 30:31, I believe. Going into a time like never before when you're going to see chaos and hell. And then when you read 2 Ezra the 16th chapter and 2 Ezra the 15th chapter, as well as Matthew the 24th chapter, it goes into the time of Jacob's trouble, which 2 Ezra 15 and 16 go more in depth. And I believe that Yahushua was pretty much quoting these chapters when he recited the book of 2 Ezra. I mean, not 2 Ezra, it's like Matthew 24. Um, but what are you going to do? Are you going to be protected? How are you going to live? What's going to be your basis of safety? What's going to be your strength? Right? Our strength is going to be in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right? Our strength is going to be in this word, this knowledge, this truth, in all of the spiritual blessings that we have pretty much put forth in the world when we had liberty, like the time we're in now. Like this is liberty. I'm just getting off of work in the car. I'm driving to my destination, but I'm taking the time to put up this lesson to what? To educate and damn, what is going on? To educate the children. So like, I'm. There's a lot of traffic out here. I'm using my GPS. I'm trying to figure out what the hell this is trying to have me do. Um, so like, yeah, but we are pretty much, we're using our liberty to put forth the truth, and that's exactly what the hell we're doing. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing, bro. We are using our liberty to build up spiritual treasures in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which we can then cash in during the time of Jacob's trouble, which those blessings, and all those things are going to be what keeps us safe in the time to come. Such as the Lord feeding us, the Lord giving us shelter, the Lord providing for us, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And that's going to be the biggest game changer that we can look for is just really that protection, because all hell is going to break loose. Everyone's going to be in straits. Everyone's going to be in chaos. People are going to resort to, damn, people are going to resort to cannibalism. People are going to resort to racism. The scriptures talk about how all people shall pretty much flee to their own people. You know what I mean? They're going to stick with their own people because they're going to believe that that's going to be their basis of salvation. Um, they think that their chances of survival is going to be higher when they're amongst their own people. You know what I mean? So let me jump over to Second Ezra's 9, and we'll start at 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. Yeah, we're watching the prophecies. We're watching all these things that are happening in the world, and we're matching them with scriptures so that we can know when the time of Jacob's trouble is coming, and then we can know when the time of our Lord Yahushua is to come. So that's pretty much, uh, that's pretty much what we do on a daily basis, amongst other things. You know what I mean? So this is verse 2. It says, Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? That's when you know the Most High is starting to visit this place. And it's been happening already. You know what I mean? Earthquakes, famines, right? And this is also what Yahushua was quoting as well, Matthew 24, talking about earthquakes in diverse places, famines, pestilence, wars, rumors of wars. And that's what we're going through, man. Wars, rumors of wars, World War I, World War II, the threat of war over the last few decades, and even up to now, where you're starting to see countries starting to bomb each other. War in Ukraine, you're starting America bombing Iran bombing these other countries. You know what I mean? It's just breeding World War III, and that's one of the next major prophecies. Which World War III essentially is the final prophecy, if you will, because when World War III is at its peak or its climax, that's when Yahweh Shah is going to come back. And then the prophecy where it says that they're going to stop fighting each other, and they're going to go ahead and try to subdue the threat that came out of the sea, which is Yahweh Shai coming from heaven, which, when you really understand it, the sea is heaven, the sky is heaven, it's waters, right? The firmament separates the waters above and waters below. You know what I mean? So that's why it's very important to put forth your best effort in the truth, because these things are coming. You know what I mean? We're nearing the end of our hell, which is here in America. You know what I mean? The slavery, captivity is way of life. Um, we're nearing the end of this, and we are now entering into a new age, which is an age of redemption, salvation. You know what I mean? So um, that's pretty much it, man. Lord willing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I wasn't gonna make this lesson too long. Just wanted to bring these precepts out, bring out a small information. Like I said, my voice is kind of going, so it's not so easy to continue talking on. I've been kind of just being more silent than anything. But Lord willing, this was edifying for as much information I have given. Until next time, shalom.